So today I am going to be putting fish in this 1 5-gallon bucket for the aquaponic. Hydroponic is just fertilizer in the soil. In this one here we have blackstrap molasses in this one. And this plant is starting to do better. It's got some leaves coming on and it's a little darker green as to where these kind of, I think it was kind of like a shock to it once I put it in here. I had a frog on this one this morning. One of those little green frogs. I don't know where he took off to, but he's not around now. But he's in here. We have like several frogs in this greenhouse. So he could be hiding amongst some of these plants. As you can see, on these strawberries over here, we do have some bugs in here that have been eating on them. So it's good that he's in here. He'll keep the bugs down. So anyway, I've got goldfish. We wanted to get trout to do this with because we were going to take the trout after we did the hydroponic and put them in a pond. We are going to build a pond. But from what they were saying at the hatchery is we can't have trout because we live 3/4 of a mile from a river, and that's the way the crow flies. If we drive that way, it's about a mile and a half maybe to the river. But they said if the trout got out and got down to the river, it wouldn't be good for the river, although we have trout. But something about these trout from the hatchery aren't something. I don't remember what my daughter said. But we can have bass and bluegill, which is bad for the river.
And you can have these guys as pets,
Yeah,
which
and they also
ruin
turn
rivers.
goldfish loose in the rivers. Bass and bluegill will eat young salmon, young trout, this size even. Yes, bluegill and salmon get big, or bass get big, and I do eat bass. I like bass. I don't like bluegill. They're a little too bony for me. I fillet my bass and eat them that way. I'm the only one in the family here that like fish. My grandkids and my daughter don't like fish to eat. They like fish to look at and fish to have, but not to eat. And I like to eat them.
I was getting fish so I can start feeding my cats fish because it's healthier for their immune system.
And they do want to do that. They want to get fish to feed their a little more self-sufficient by giving the cats, cooking up the fish and feeding them fish and stuff. But these guys are going to go into this bucket here today. So I'm going to dump some of this water out because I'm going to be adding water to this.
It's going to splash me.
I think that should probably be sufficient. So I'm going to add this water to it with the fish in it.
Did you know if you're fishing these things, the rangers won't care? They'll literally just let you do it and drive off.
You can't fish without a fishing license because...
No, if you're like javelining these things, because they ruin rivers and lakes.
Yeah, but it's not good to have the trout to put in the river, but it's good, okay to have these, or bass and bluegill, but I don't know.
Did one of them get stuck?
Yeah, they're all in there now.
Okay.
I don't know if you can see them in there.
You can see them through the camera. I only see a few of them though. Big one's very noticeable.
I'll throw a little bit of, where do I put that on there? A little bit of goldfish food in that. Take the seal off. Get the flakes everywhere. And dump some fish food in here. And now we have a hydroponic. Or, I'm sorry, aquaponic. Aquaponic is with fish, hydroponic is just with fertilizer in the water. I am also going to put some, drill a hole in this and put a aerator in here so that
Get more air.
they have, so here's the pump and the hose and the ones that make the air. So those will go in there also. And I think the cord will reach.
Should reach.
Whoa.
Something fall?
I believe this will reach.
Okay.
This will put just air into the tank. Key for it.
And hopefully we can get a better one later on.
Well, this one was pretty spendy as it was.
How much?
$20.
Ugh.
I'm pretty sure if I would have went to Walmart instead of Petco, I probably could have got a less expensive pump.
They don't sell pumps, I don't think, anymore.
Yeah, they do.
They do?
I see them every time I go in there.
Oh. Probably could have got a better working one if we did the
So
Walmart
I'm not
too.
tall enough to put that up there, but
Can you
I'm
hold
pretty
the phone?
sure you are. Pretty sure she is.
Wrong way. I am. It's just very hard to plug in. Ow.
Okay, so put this up and over that, so that
This?
no.
I don't know how you want me to do
I
it.
want it up and over that cord.
This cord?
Yeah, up and over, so that this cord isn't hanging down and causing havoc.
Okay. It's having a lot of trouble getting
My
over.
shoulders.
I'm sorry. I was trying to help.
Alright. Don't worry about it. This will sit here. And this hose will go onto it. Now the electric in the house isn't turned on yet for this, so we'll have to turn it on for that.
We'll have to stay on.
Yeah,
Being plugged in the morning, afternoon, and night.
yeah. Well, after. So this has got lots. So I mean, we can put this up here, over here, put it back here. And I will drill a hole in this, and I think I'll drill a hole up here high and put it in this way.
Okay, there you go.
So you can see that the figs are still growing. The lemon is still growing. They're getting pretty big. There's several of them that are getting pretty big. And the blackberries are still growing, getting bigger. And the strawberries have strawberries on them, as you can see. And my walking onions, my Egyptian walking onions, are getting new ones on them as well. You can see these here. Those are going to turn into other onions. And I think I've explained about the walking onions. And here's a new one even coming up out of the ground. And here's one here. And you can see that my artichoke is still doing good. The weather hasn't been as severe, but it has been pretty cold. We still are getting like 32, 35 at night. And you can see that the peppers here are still doing good. I watered them this morning. So And the stevia is doing good, and the chamomile is growing. You can see how big these tomatoes are getting. These aren't growing as fast as I would like them. I think these down here are growing faster. Isn't that funny? Now these are, you can see that they're basil right there. These haven't even gotten their second leaf on them yet. Fourth leaf, whatever you want to call it. So, you can see these are growing tall again, so I'm going to have to cut them back again. A smart man learns from his mistakes. A wise man learns from others' mistakes, Please subscribe. Push the bell so that you get notified every time I have a new video. And make a comment. Push the like button. And we will see you on the next video.